Welcome to the Floor Analysis module from 3D Solution. In this video, I'll show you how to analyze a point cloud for flatness according to the German DIN28202 standard. Preparing the point cloud. Before loading, make sure your point cloud is as clean as possible. Only the floor surface should remain. Remove all walls, columns, machinery, and other objects from the scan. Most scanning software has clipping or cropping tools to isolate the floor. The cleaner your input data, the more accurate your analysis results will be. Loading the point cloud. We start by loading the point cloud. This can be a scan of a concrete floor, industrial floor, or any other flat surface. The software supports common formats such as E57 and PTS. Starting the analysis. Start the analysis from the ribbon. Click on Floor Analysis. A settings dialog will open where you can configure the parameters. Settings Tolerance Group. The first choice is the tolerance group, also known as the group from Table 3 in the standard. Group 1 is for rough construction, for example the top of a concrete slab that will receive a screed. This is the most lenient tolerance. Group 3 is for finished floors such as poured floors or tiled floors. This is the most commonly used setting. Group 4 is for floors with elevated requirements, for example in a distribution center where forklifts operate. Settings Measurement Distance. Next, you choose the measurement distance. The standard defines 5 measurement distances: 0.1 meter, 1 meter, 4 meter, 10 meter, and 15 meter. The smaller the measurement distance, the more local your measurement. At 0.1 meter, you'll find small imperfections. At 4 meters, you're measuring the larger waves in the floor. The tolerance automatically adjusts based on your selection. Settings Edge Exclusion. The edge exclusion determines how much distance you keep from the edges of the floor. The default is set to 200 millimeters. Near walls and obstacles there are often irregularities. By excluding an edge zone, you only measure the representative floor surface. This is not required for the German DIN18202 standard. Settings Manual Mode. If you need to deviate from the standard values, you can switch to manual mode. This allows you to set your own measurement distance and tolerance. For example, if your client specifies a custom tolerance of 3 millimeters at 2 meters, you can enter these values directly. Manual mode is useful for project-specific requirements or when working with other standards that have different tolerances. Running the analysis. Click Analyze to start the calculation. The software divides the point cloud into a grid of 100 by 100 millimeters. For each cell, the height is determined based on the points within a contact patch of 50 millimeter diameter. Next, the software simulates placing a straightedge on the floor. For each measurement point, the deviation is calculated relative to the virtual straightedge. This is done in both the X and Y direction, where the largest deviation counts. Depending on the file size, after a few minutes the result appears as a heat map in AutoCAD. Interpreting the results. The heat map immediately shows where the floor is within tolerance and where it's not. Green means pass. The deviation is smaller than the tolerance. Red means too high. The floor bulges upward here. Blue means too low. There's a dip or depression here. You'll see the statistics, the pass percentage, the maximum deviation upward and downward, and the standard deviation. Export to HTML. For a clear report, click Export HTML. The HTML report contains a summary of the analysis, the settings used, an overview per measurement distance with pass/fail percentages, and a heat map image with mouse over height information. You can open this report directly in a browser or email it to your client. Export to Word. Want a professional report in your corporate style? Choose Export Word. The Word document contains the same information as the HTML report, but in an editable format. You can add your own logo and adjust the layout to match your company's branding. That was the Floor Analysis module. With just a few clicks, you can analyze any scanned floor according to the official German standard. Do you have questions? Contact us through our website or send an email to support. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.